Huh, you know what? That is a fitting name. Interloper is a top-down RTS created by Monogon Games, based out in the Netherlands. In it, you command a species of weird tadpoles as they try to spread their jelly all over a battlefield. You win a match when your jelly covers something like 75% of the field. There are a few varieties of units, and they're all very different. It's pretty easy to get a basic understanding of the game and its mechanics, but things can get pretty hectic, and it'll take a focused mind to really shine on this gelatinous battlefield. In order to create units, you'll need to control both an assembler or a foundry connected to a generator by your jelly. This allows for some pretty interesting strategy as you try to defend your power lines while disrupting your enemies. The 5 controllable units that exist within Interloper are as follows. There's the Sentinel, which is your main unit. With it, you can capture structures in order to build units, and you can use it to spread your jelly as you move the Sentinel around the arena. Passing through the enemy's color will change it to your own, and other units take damage as they pass through the enemy's colors. So if a blue unit passes through some orange jelly, then it'll start taking damage and it will eventually die. Sentinels themselves can't actually move through an area that has an enemy unit standing in it, and they also can't attack, so you'll need to use your other units to support it. Drones are the most basic unit. They spawn from assemblers, and you can convert them into other units by using a foundry, or you can use them as little bullets to take out enemy units. A single drone will take out a single HP point from an enemy unit, and it'll destroy itself in the process. Defenders are beefy units that can take 3 hits but can't attack. They're basically movable walls, and they really come in handy when you're trying to ruin your opponent's day. It takes 2 drones standing in a foundry to make a single defender. Snipers are a unit with 1 health that attack from a distance. Any enemy that decides to wander into its line of sight will find itself with 1 HP less than it had before. They take a little bit of time to charge up their attack, and they can't attack through one-way spaces. And if 2 snipers spot each other, they'll both kick the bucket. It takes 3 drones to make 1. Last up are destroyers. These are the badass older brothers that beat up the bullies that take the drone's lunch money. They have 3 HP and they get to attack twice. The attacks take time to charge back up, and they serve as extra health. 2 destroyers fighting each other won't be able to kill each other, so you'll need to give them some backup. It takes 4 drones to make a single destroyer, so use them wisely. Now all of that, them's the basics. In Interloper, you'll use all of that knowledge to outwit your opponent in a match that you can finish in under 10 minutes. Usually, honestly, it comes in just under the 5-minute mark. For me, this is great because one of the reasons I don't play a lot of RTS games is how long the matches can take. I find them draining and feel they usually drag on, depending on the game. Interloper's quick and to-the-point matches are simply satisfying. The campaign itself is honestly pretty short. It's about 18 levels, with most of that just being alternating between tutorials and then matches that test you about what you just learned in that tutorial. The last 3 stages or so are actually challenges, matches with predetermined starting points that you need to figure out how to win. They're honestly more like puzzles than anything, and it's pretty enjoyable. The other 2 modes of play are Skirmish and Multiplayer. In Skirmish, you'll face off 1v1 against an enemy AI on any of 11 maps. You can set the difficulty of the AI as well as its playstyle between balanced, aggressive, or defensive. Multiplayer has the same selection of maps, but it's against actual players. Unfortunately, there isn't a server browser, and a few players, including myself, are having trouble actually finding any matches. I'm not sure if you can actually invite a friend to join your game or not. The art style is great, everything's weird and organic. It's a unique style and it goes well with the game. On top of that, the music is really well done. Interloper is, in simplest terms, the simplest terms of the real-time strategy genre. There's no fluff, no extensive sheets of unit stats, and no spending hours and hours before you're up and playing online because you need to study strategies. You get in, you learn the game, and then you start wrecking face online. Matches are quick and satisfying, though they get pretty frantic and you'll need to pay attention to enemy movements. As a sidebar, I feel like this game could do insanely well on mobile. You can get Interloper on Steam for $12 or a 2-pack for $18. If you're any kind of strategy fan, you should definitely give this one a look-see. That is it for this episode of Indie Bytes. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe for more. Be sure to send me any indie games you think I should check out either in the comments down below or on Twitter. My handle's @forkh. You can also shoot me an email. It's fork4h@gmail.com. I will see you next time. Bye!